What's up, my writing weirdos? Hey, welcome to my channel and my write-in today. I have a very special guest with me today, RK Gold, who is a brilliant writer and hip-hop analysis breaker down person.
Breaker downer. That's me.
is a breaker downer person.
Yeah.
And so we're going to be doing some writing sprints today. For those of you who are new to my channel, don't forget to go ahead and click the like and subscribe button. Go ahead and get weird with me that way. And that way you can get all my writing related content, including my how-to videos and these other writing streams, plus my pop-ups that I do on a fairly regular basis, especially during Camp NaNoWriMo. So, RK, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself other than my weird little synopsis of who you are and what you do?
I mean, I'm called Amazon Package because I break things down and then recycle them. No, I write middle grade fiction, primarily middle grade sci-fi and fantasy, because I really like steampunk and I really like writing for 10 to 14-year-olds who want to read books with their parents. So that's my motivation. I'm currently looking at my book that I'm just trying to find where I left off editing, because I had that awkward moment where I didn't create a huge space between where I stopped on these rewrites. So I'm trying to see like where, because I'm like, one of these scenes is not completed and there's going to be a really awkward transition from where the edits are and where the rough draft is. And I just can't find it without reading the chapter now.
Okay. I've done that before. I've completely done that before during edits. I've been like, where the hell did I leave? Where was it? Where was it?
It's going to go from so polished to so unpolished, just like on a dime, because I'm sure everyone in here can probably come together and laugh at some of the most hilarious rough draft fails they've ever done. Have you ever fallen asleep while writing and like you woke up and there's just like sentence, like you were sleep typing, like you're sort of like falling asleep and still typing and you thought you were making sense, and then you fall asleep and you wake up and it's just W's across the screen and just complete gibberish on top?
Yeah, I've done it before where it's been just like complete gibberish. It's been whole sentences that they started off making sense and then they became things like pink bunnies and hills and like rainbow farts and like weird shit.
I shit you not. Like bunnies and some like pastel colored bunnies has come up. I'm pretty sure writers go to the same imaginary world like when they're on the threshold of sleep now.
It's pretty much like the whole fucking Dr. Seuss world. It's just like we all get shot into this weird morphine laced Dr. Seuss world, and it's pastel bunnies. And the thing is I fucking hate bunnies, and it kills me every time. I can tell when I've been like sleep writing because bunnies come up and I go off on these tangents about bunnies and how terrible they are. And yeah.
So like a bunny to you was like Donnie Darko style bunnies?
No, like they don't frighten me or anything. I just think that they're dirty and they're never. I've never met a pleasant bunny. Like I've never met a bunny that was like happy-go-lucky and enjoyed being petted and was actually a good pet. And so they piss me off.
Are you saying dirty like they're rodents and they're dirty? Or are you saying dirty like because they mate constantly?
They're dirty because they're rodents, but not because they're rodents, because I love rodents. I love rats. I am like a big rat and
fascinating.
But
I don't like rabbits, but you like rats. I'm sorry for cutting you off, but that's fascinating.
Yeah, I love rats. I absolutely love rats. Mice are just stupid, but they're still better pets than bunnies are, in my opinion. They're like, rats are social and they're loving and they're wonderful little creatures and they're so smart, and bunnies are just stupid and dirty and like not pleasant personalities to be around. So I don't know.
If anyone here is secretly a bunny in human clothing, I'm sorry for BC's words.
Yes, I'm totally against you if you're a bunny in human clothing. That's all there is to it. Let's say hi to some people that are here with us today. So speaking of people that are here with us. So
I'm excited to get to Lauren's comment about falling asleep while writing too.
Yes, I know. I glanced at it for just a second, and so we will get there. Keep Faith Baby is here. Good to see you. And Weirdo Writes, one of my favorite people, are here.
You're skipping yourself. Great to see you, Keep Faith Baby, and
Yeah,
hey,
yeah.
weirdo writers. Yeah, come on, show yourself some love.
Whatever. Keep Faith Baby wants to know what everybody is working on today. So what are you working on today, RK? Other
So
than I know what you're working on, but let's tell
called
everybody
Father in the Forest. I don't actually think I've talked about it much. I think I'm usually too busy making fun of it. It's a middle grade steampunk fictional world. Takes place on the center continent of 3 continents, and it follows the journey of this girl who hears a rumor that someone has the same eyes as her, which is a huge deal because no one has the same eyes as her because they're sort of a sign of a god. So she goes on a journey to see if she can find her birth family. It's a pretty traditional quest story, but I think I have some cool little hippie RK moments in it.
Cool. It sounds pretty good. My dark fantasy actually is based a prophecy in the fantasy is based around somebody's eyes as well. So
eyes are fun to play with, man.
They are. They really are. They are. So what I am working on, Keep Faith Baby, is I am working on the climax chapter of my 3rd book in my paranormal mystery series. Tentatively called A Sight Unknown. It is about a girl who comes back from the dead after a car accident. Actually, she comes back twice from the dead from a car accident, and she finds that she can see and speak with the dead, plus she has all these powers over them and control over them. And so I'm at the climax chapter where she is like going head to head with the big bad ghost. And that's where I'm
afraid
at.
of no ghost.
I ain't afraid of no ghost.
When the crown breaks down. Hey, everyone watching, could you do me a small favor and like the video for BC?
That's sweet. Yes, actually, that's really important. Go ahead and like the video, not because necessarily it helps me out, but what it does help out is it helps streams like this get out to people that are searching for the AuthorTube community, and then that way we can bring in more writers and we can get more people being productive about their writing. So that is what is really important to me.
I'm like emotionally connected to BC lately, so it would really mean a lot to me if y'all made her incredibly happy.
Yeah. So we're vicariously like feeding off of each other's emotions when we're in good moods. We're both in good moods. So
we have that spiritual connection down that stoners tend to feel with one another.
Yes, that perceived connection that we tend to feel with each other. So hey, Doll, good to see you. Aren't you supposed to be sleeping, girl? You're supposed to be sleeping, I thought. Because you've been awake forever. I am happy that she's up.
Besides, a sleep-deprived doll sounds like it has some like crazy prophecies.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm happy to see Doll is here. I can't share the comments, but I'm just going to say, oh, BC's back.
Actually, go ahead and talk for me for just a second.
No problem at all.
Thank you.
So I'm just going to say I'm happy to see. So I was wondering, I saw Weirdo Writes, and for a second I thought that was just BC's tagline of writing weirdos, and I was like, huh, she's tagging her tagline. I'm happy to see Weirdo Writes as a breathing writer, a human. Welcome. Hi, Lauren. Louisiana. Super awesome mom. How do you like Dread Nation? I haven't read that yet. I just finished A Long Walk to Freedom by Nelson Mandela. It's been on my list for a long time, and a third of my channel is South African, or a third of my subs are South African. So I really want to learn more about their history and all I can about their leaders. So I read Trevor Noah, Born a Crime, Nelson Mandela, A Long Walk to Freedom this past month. Fascinating read. I highly recommend anyone checks it out. I got it free from my library on the Libby app too. But how do you like Dread Nation? Lauren popped in. I forgot someone was dead at the beginning of a scene, and at the end of the scene, the dead person came to have a convo with the main character. My first read through is interesting. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty interesting, especially because like that would create some wild, anytime you can create some questions for your work, it's fun. That sounds crazy though.
Hey, sorry, I had to like pop out there for a second, but my partner came into the room and it's so cool. He was like, "We got a package that's addressed to both of us. Do you want to see it?" And I was like, "Yeah, I want to go ahead and open it. It's a freaking present." And apparently, for those that know that we got a new house and everything, our mortgage company sent us
I love it.
Yeah, sent us a cool little present with, Arizona and everything as the O in home, and all excited. It's really, really fun. I like it. Do you want to take it someplace else? What? That's okay. I just flashed it for a second. Anyway. Oh, well. Whatever. Now he's arguing with me because he's like, but it's got stuff on it, and you might be able to. We don't know what it is, and anyway, but yeah, so I was pretty excited about that. That was a nice little surprise.
I can say if I think I know what he's worried about. Most of them were covered.
Yeah, I think I know what he's worried about too, but that's why I left the bow on so that most of it would be covered, so wouldn't be a problem.
So I see an Umbrella Academy line. So my girlfriend's actually recently obsessed with Umbrella Academy. She really likes. Well, it's just that year of My Chemical Romance return. Because he wrote those he wrote those comics, and now My Chemical Romance is going on tour again. So she's just in one of those recapturing her recapturing her middle school days.
Yeah, yeah. I know. So My Chemical Romance was it kind of came out like when I was in college. So I didn't get into it as much as everybody else did. I mean, it was still there and I knew of it, but I wasn't like as big on it. Um,
No, that makes sense. When were they early 2000s or mid 2000s?
they were. I thought they were early. They were early 2000s, maybe.
Type 1 in the comments if you like My Chemical Romance. No, don't actually do that. Um, so let's see.
We already got Doll. Already Doll saying she loves MCR.
I love talking music to Doll. Doll has such a wide knowledge of music across multiple genres. She's such a fun, and she's so open to new music. I got her hooked on Graydon Square. She got me hooked on Nightwish. Nice little relationship going on right there.
Yes, yes, I agree with that. I agree with that. And Weirdo Writes is backing me up on the whole rats and rabbits thing, so that is a good thing.
Well,
Yeah,
you're writing Weirdo. She's Weirdo Writes. I understand the connection.
yeah, that's okay. Yeah, there's a simpatico there going on. All right, so I was going through who all was here. So Volley is here. Also good to see you, Volley. Lauren is popping in. Must be during the workday and everything. Yep, popping in during work to say hi. I always love it when you pop in during work just to say hi.
She's such a superhero.
I know, I know. So Weirdo Writes is reading Dread Nation by Justina Ireland. Had it for a bit. I'm like, I need to read. That's the way I feel about having Savvy's book. So Savvy Elizer of Savvy Writes book. Savvy, yeah, can't even talk. Of Savvy Writes books.
You got it. You got it.
I got it eventually. I just had to pause for a second. Came out with her book One Final Vinyl, and I've had it since like before her release. And I'm super excited about reading it, but I keep putting it down and I keep getting distracted because of new house and all of that good stuff. So I'm happy that I'm reading it now, though. So Lauren is working on finishing work and going to get her baby.
So I've been super insecure lately. It's not been an issue the past few times, but on all these other streams, I've been called like a potato, and people have made fun of my internet connection, and I understand why. And I didn't realize that I never had my webcam set up to like the higher HD settings. It's always been on like those medium and low ones. So I was pretty relieved to see that there was a logical reason for me looking like a potato.
Yeah, I see. I didn't even get it. Even when you would glitch out and stuff like that and freeze up, I didn't think you looked like a potato. But maybe, I don't know. That was just me, I guess. So Savvy Writes Books is here, as a matter of fact. Good to see you, Savvy. And trying to restart their laptop at the moment. Keep Faith is going to be a little late for the first sprint because it's almost 11 p.m. and I got to do my night routine. It's all good. Sometimes we all got to do what we got to do. Like, I had to take a minute there just to talk to my partner because I was excited to see what the package was.
I have to take a minute to shout out South Africa because Sage is here.
Sage! Good to see you, Sage. And Eva Writes is here. Hey, Potato NPC.
That's Hot Potato or Mr. Potato to you.
Yes.
You can pick one or the other because I don't want anyone to feel required to call me hot.
Yeah. So Savvy is saying, I love hearing y'all talk about me when you don't even know I'm in the chat yet. That's true.
Oh, God, Savvy's so fucking annoying. I love you, Sappy. I'm kidding.
Just joking. Just joking. So Doll says she worked as a pet sitter and had rabbits too, and they are dirty. See, everybody knows.
What is up with all this rabbit hate on this live stream? Come on, guys. Is there anyone here who wants to defend innocent creatures?
Not bunnies. Not bunnies.
I'm allergic to them, and I love them.
Really? Ugh. Just bunnies are just awful. Awful, awful, awful.
Mr. Burnt Potato is fine. That's fine. As far as can just someone else in the comments love rabbits with me?
All right, so Savvy says that they have stuff to do in the bedroom today, which sucks because they don't have the desktop computer in there, and air conditioning is still broken. You've got to get that air fixed sometime soon. Doll listens to MCR whenever killing a character in a story, which is interesting.
Do you have a song specifically that okay, wait. Anyone who is like Doll, do you have a song that you kill characters to? Or do you have a death to character playlist?
Okay, not me. Not me. So, but I don't have any.
I've never thought about that, but that would be fascinating if there was like this one song that like when it comes on your playlist, you're like, oh, like can you imagine just listening to music on shuffle and the kill song comes on and you're like, oh crap, I gotta kill someone now.
It's like, damn it, I gotta kill a character. It doesn't even make sense.
And their best friend was
just in a horrible, terrible car accident or something.
Oh my god, we're about to get the amulet of truth. Dead.
Dead. It's got to be dead. There we go. Weirdo Right says, it's not hate, just speaking facts about rabbits. That's all we're doing. Spouting truth. That's all we're doing. Lauren is going to be driving for a couple hours and wants to wish us all a great sprint. Write all the words. For the record, RK is a very hot potato.
Thank you. You know, that goes right up there with the burnt potato because you can't get burnt without being hot. So I took it as a compliment.
That is true. That is true.
Actually, that's a lie. You can get burned by ice. So never mind.
Oh yeah. I didn't think about that, but yeah.
And you can get burned by wind, and you can get burned by like just skin burn or rug burn or whatever. So you can actually get burned by a lot
without getting hot.
Yeah,
without getting hot. But all of it requires friction except for the ice.
Ice.
So I guess all of it does require some level of heat because of the friction, but except for the ice. So I guess you're right there. So
I'm either hot or cold.
You're either hot or cold.
Cool. Yeah.
There you go. Win-win. Jennifer Brown, no relation, is just finished reading Exit pursued by a bear. I can't talk today, like at all. I can't read. I can't talk today. Here you go. Lauren likes bunnies.
So I know
Exit loves rabbits.
I appreciate you two so much more right now because we're on an island in this chat right now. We're getting outflanked by the bunny haters. As far as what was the comment before that just was up there?
Oh, yes, the Exit pursued by a bear.
Yeah, well, that sounds interesting. Like, obviously, it's a joke about Shakespeare, but what's it about?
Yeah, I know. I would like to know what it's about too, because it sounds interesting. Jace is here. Good to see you, Jace. Eva had a bunny named Oreo.
That's an adorable name.
That is an adorable name. Bunnies always have cute names. Like, my friend has a bunny named David Hasselhops.
Oh my god, that's so cute.
It's an amazing name. I love it. And I want to like it because of its amazing name, and I can't. Like, I just can't.
Can't you just like him for his personality?
No, because he has a horrible personality. He's antisocial and he's mean, and he has a terrible personality. If there was a bunny that I met that had a good personality, then I would be all over it. But like, I've never met a good personality bunny.
Is it bunnies or is it guinea pigs or hamsters that like you can't pick up without giving them panic attacks because they think that you're a predator that's going to kill them?
Nah, I don't really care for hamsters or guinea pigs, but like they're whatever. They're stupid, but they're whatever. And so I don't really mind them. It's just bunnies. I don't like bunnies. Weirdo Right says that she kills characters to Numb by Linkin Park.
That's
and a lot of Linkin Park.
Good kill song. Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's a really good kill song. Also, I agree. Rest in peace, Chester.
Oh, yes. Yes. Rest in peace, Chester. Doll is saying that she plays entire MCR albums when killing off characters.
A lot of death. That's like more than Game of Thrones level death.
That is.
Like if you're killing someone to an entire album.
Yeah. That is one hell of an epic death, kind of a thing. So Sage doesn't mind bunnies. They're very cute, but very destructive. Stupid StreamYard skipped on me.
Thank you for representing South Africa, Sage.
Yes. Here we go. Sage says, kind of like her, that the bunnies are very cute but destructive.
Yeah, adorable. But if you leave them alone in the house, they're gonna like shoot through the cables and burn everything down.
Yes. So Lauren has a character death playlist. There's some falling in reverse on it.
Oh God, another rest in peace. Who just passed away from that band?
I don't know.
That's interesting.
Keep Faith Baby has playlists for stories, but not specifically for the death of characters.
I'm wondering if you have do you have playlists just in general for the story? Like you can start from the beginning every time, or is it like Act 1 playlist, Act 2 playlist, Rising Action playlist, Climax playlist?
That's pretty cool. Yeah, that is pretty cool. So, Sage doesn't have a new playlist. Can't listen to music while writing. I'm the same way, Sage. Can't listen to music while writing. If I do listen to music, it's got to be instrumental only, or EDM, something that's not going to have lyrics in it, so that I don't have to concentrate too hard.
That lo-fi or lo-fi hip hop beats, those are fantastic to write to.
I may have to try that sometime. Eva says you're Mr. Friction Potato.
That sounds awesome. I'm there.
There we go.
Take the R out of it, and I'm Mr. Fiction Potato. I dig it.
Mr. Fiction Potato. Love it. So Savvy says I might have to go in the other room, or it's too hot and I will melt, which sucks.
Poor Savvy.
Oh man, I feel so bad, and I know what it's like because the air conditioning was going out on our old house, like right as we were getting ready to move. It was just like ridiculously hot, and I'd have like pop-up streams because I couldn't sleep because of the heat.
I can imagine the desert in the summer with no air conditioning. Oof.
It wasn't so bad. It was before it really started peaking up super hot, but it was still like like mid 90s to low hundreds. And so it was like, okay, this is getting ridiculous with the air conditioner just not working at full capacity.
So are you one of those Arizonans or whatever who whenever someone says, but it's dry heat, you roll your eyes and talk about how oppressively hot it is?
Uh-huh. I'm just like, fuck that. It doesn't matter that it's a dry heat. It's so freaking hot that okay, I'll agree with it's a dry heat, but the whole thing about it being a dry heat is that you don't know that you're sweating to death. That's the only part about it, is that you don't realize that you're sweating yourself into dehydration because it's so hot that your sweat evaporates off of you like the instant that it hits the surface of your skin. So you feel super hot and you feel super gross and it's super nasty out, but you don't realize like the damage that's being done because it's just like you're just dehydrating even faster because you don't realize it because you're sweating.
So like the opposite of New Orleans, because it's when I go outside, it's the air is liquid, like I'm swimming to work.
Yes, that is exactly. It is the complete opposite of New Orleans. We have like year round, we have like 20, maybe 30% humidity. And during our monsoon season, which is when we get all of our rains, which is basically right now, we're gearing up for humidity to be as high as 60 or 70%, which is like insane for us because we're like, this is crazy. The air is thick, it's soupy. I feel like I need a respirator in order to breathe, like scuba gear to go outside, kind of a thing. So it is what I imagine New Orleans must be any other month than the month that I visited in, which was February.
February is the perfect time to visit. I mean, you got Mardi Gras. It's nice and cool, perfect temperature. It would probably only be like 70s or 80s in February.
Yeah,
maybe 70s. Yeah.
So I came a couple of weeks before Mardi Gras, and because I wasn't feeling the whole Mardi Gras crowd experience for my first trip to New Orleans. So I wanted to just go and enjoy the city, not enjoy Mardi Gras.
It is its own unique experience. We had friends visit from Mardi Gras this year, and they'd never been to New Orleans before, and they walked away feeling the exact way I didn't want them to walk away feeling, like this is always New Orleans. And I had to keep telling them, listen, this is an incredibly specific example of what life is like here. It is not this wild every single day. You can have fun, you can have wild adventures, but you're not like this close to everyone constantly. It's just a completely different experience. And I kept trying to convince them that this wasn't what it was like, and they just wouldn't hear any of it.
Yeah. Yeah, understandable. So Sage says that when they have the monies, they're hitting NOLA in February. I highly recommend it. Like I said, I didn't go for Mardi Gras itself because I wanted the city experience, not the Mardi Gras experience.
I would say come for Carnival. Yeah. Don't come for Mardi Gras. Come for like 3 weeks away, and that you'll have the most fun.
Okay, that's good to know. So I guess I didn't realize that there was something big, like a big celebration other than Mardi Gras.
New Orleans has a celebration every month except for the summer, and even the summer we have a few. We go from, what would it be? We have festival season, then we obviously have the holiday season, then we get into Carnival, then we enter into the summer where we just have a few festivals but not too many, and then we're back into festival season again.
Huh. Okay. Yeah, y'all love to party.
Yeah. Oh God, yeah. It's one of those places.
So Eva's never been to New Orleans, but was close by for a bit in Biloxi.
Oh yeah, not far at all. Just I mean that's Mississippi, so I'm just trying to think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Eva talking about the different types of humidity. I burn faster in dry states. I do. I pink a lot faster. Went to Vegas once. It rained while we were there. That's weird because it's unusual for Vegas to get very much rainfall at all. So desert dryness, definitely not a lie. And Devin is here. Good to see you, Devin.
What's up, Devin? Howdy, Devin.
Savvy's saying that it is 89 in Chicago today, and I want to die. So it is for us. It is 108 degrees. So, and it's okay outside. It's not too bad. It could be worse. What are you doing?
I'm just trying to do that whole power dynamic of video or movies. Remember in Silence of the Lambs how there's that whole theory of cinematography, how they're struggling for the power dynamic, and whoever was like center and closer to the camera during Clarice and Hannibal's conversation, they had the power of the conversation.
Okay, yes, I do remember that. So you're claiming the power of the conversation, huh?
Well, we talked about it in Savvy's live stream. I'm no beta. I'm owning the conversation.
I understand. I love this. Sage said somehow she managed to set us to 0.5 speed and couldn't figure out what was going on. So we must have been like,
that happened to me when I was listening to a podcast once. And it was like made because it was in my pocket. And so it just like switched on its own. And at first I thought, because it happened just as the person was switching over to a Southern accent, I thought he was just making fun of the South for a second. And I was like, but why is he still going on? Like 30 seconds later, this joke has landed. So I pulled it out and I saw what was going.
And you managed. I didn't even realize I could set the speed settings to something else. I never played with it that much before. So Jace writes to whatever sound fits the scene, wrote a hospital scene to a YouTube video of ambient hospital sound at one point.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I never would have thought about just ambient sounds and finding ambient sounds. I mean, I do that for like my D&D games and stuff like that, but never would have thought about doing it for my books. We'll have to try that sometime.
I bet you like ambient nature sounds would be kind of cool to write too.
Yeah, but that's what I fall asleep to. Like sometimes.
Okay, so it's meditative. So you know it works.
I know it works as far as being meditative, but I don't know that I could keep myself from being sleepy. I'd be like, fuck, we're gonna go to sleep, and then I just have the 8 billion lines of W's and gibberish on the screen.
Hey, Ontario's in the house. What's up?
Yep. Yeah, hot there in Ontario too. Okay. All right, Savvy, I gotta feel you. If it's 73% humidity, then it is humid, and that's a pretty gross 89 degrees. So I got you. Eva has heat warnings out, feels like 105. Okay. I don't really think Phoenix manages to hit heat warnings until we get to like 116 or more.
Oh shit.
So that's our heat warnings that we get. So Jennifer answered us about the book. It's a hard-hitting contemporary YA about a cheerleader that is drugged during cheer camp and sexually assaulted. She loses all memory of the attack till right at the end of the novel. Interesting.
Whoa.
That is not what I would have thought that the book was.
That. Whoa. That's the Exit Pursued by Bear book? Or what they're working on?
That's what I think was the Exit Pursued by Bear. I'm pretty sure that's what she was answering.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I was going to say, if that was what she was writing, it would have been awesome too. But yeah. All right. So we have a few people that are like, yes to the ambient sounds. Autumn Cozy here on YouTube has a lot of great ambient sounds. Also use tabletop audio. Used to use TideApp, but didn't like that it didn't have the same sounds in the phone app as the browser extension. Oh, that's interesting. I hate when they like don't have the same functionality. Okay, so I think we should probably go ahead and do one of those sprint things.
I'm ready for one. I gotta concentrate. I gotta do this. I gotta knock out these rewrites. 2 point something chapters left. I think I only have like 20 pages left right now of this book. I gotta finish it.
Yeah. I still have like the biggest bulk of this chapter still left to write, and I'm nowhere near like what I need to do, especially for the week, because I had like gave myself a goal for the week.
And I need a shave too. Just random comment of.
I'm just looking at this and been like, holy crap!
This potato has too many hairs on it. Like, but yeah, I definitely want to edit this. So I'm down to do one of those sprint thingies.
All right, let me bring up a timer for us to write to. What do you think? You think like 15 minutes or 20 minutes, or should we go for something a little longer?
Let's ask the crowd. Let's ask the comments. What do y'all think? Type 15 or 20 minutes.
Yeah, do we want a 15 or a 20-minute sprint? Or if y'all want something longer, then I can do something longer, but I might have to go and find another timer for that, just depending. What are we thinking? Do, 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 do.
I know I'm feeling 15, but I want to see what they do.
It's all good. It's all good. So Eva was saying hairy potato. It's a merch idea.
Thank you, Eva.
And cracking herself up. All right, Sage has been spending all day trying to adult and a bunch of client work to do tomorrow, so kind of bounce for the night. I'm glad that you were able to come out for a little bit.
Everyone, buy South African wine.
Yes, exactly. Everyone buy South African wine. I had to go online and like find out how and why I could buy, like where I could buy South African wine after that the other day. So we've got a 20, we got a 10 to 15, we got Devin coming in with a 75-minute. Smart
Joke's on you. I can't count, so I'm seeing that as 15.
So Jennifer says 25. So, okay, so far we've got everything. We've got 10, 15, 20.
Yeah, y'all are not helpful 25. At
all. Like, somebody break the tie. Somebody break the tie. Like,
number wins within reason.
Within reason. Say just thanks to RK, my honorary South African brother.
Oh, I love y'all over there. I almost said down there, and I was trying to think. I was trying to line myself up on a map for a second. Yeah,
It's like
down there, over there.
down there, over there, every which way from there. But all right, somebody's got to break it. We're doing 15, 20, 25, 10. What,
We're not doing 75. Devin lost.
Sorry, Devin. Yeah, you lose, Devin.
So just go enjoy being Canadian.
Enjoy your heat wave, okay? Enjoy your heat wave. All right. Nobody's saying anything. Oh, Jace. All right, Jace. Nope. I said the numbers that
Yeah, we already said 75 lost. Sorry, guys.
Yep, you're just a second too slow. A second too slow.
I broke the tie.
You broke the tie. Okay, so we will do 15 minutes. So we will do 15 minutes, and let's see. Let's have a little Bob Ross chill today. So we are going to do a Bob Ross timer.
And no, keep faith. I'm not. I was born in the States. I was actually born in New York. I live in New Orleans now. I connected to the South African rap scene, and a third of my subs are South Africans. So I started researching the culture, and now I love it.
But that's like a cool thing. Like that's the whole part of YouTube. That's like the whole purpose of YouTube is to just like be able to like get all of this like world experience and all these different input from different areas of the world. So I think that's really cool.
Yeah, who was it that said the Telegraph has allowed Maine and Texas to talk to each other, but what if they have nothing to say?
I don't. Who did say that? That's so. That's really familiar.
It's really familiar. I know it's a famous quote. Henry David Thoreau.
Ah, okay. I was gonna say I know it's like yeah, but what if they have nothing to say to each other? I guess that's true. But apparently you have something to say to a third of your subs from South Africa.
So let's do this 15-minute sprint with Bob Ross vibes.
Yeah, some nice chill Bob Ross vibes.
Oh wait, I'll do a Bob Ross quote before we start because that's just so fitting.
Okay.
There are no mistakes, just happy little accidents. Okay, let's dive in.
Okay. Ding, 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 ding.
Thanks for the alarm.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, so how did everybody do on that sprint? I didn't get much done because my gummy kicked in.
I'm happy for you. I actually was pretty productive. I don't have much left of this chapter, so I'll probably finish it on this live stream.
Awesome. I did get a few hundred words done, so it looks like I got 304.
Just killing it over there. How about everyone else? And I'm just responding to a client like texting me towards the end of the sprint, so I got a little distracted then.
Yeah, that's okay. So Keep Faith Baby says, I thought social media was created to stalk people because when people try out for a position, usually their future bosses stalk them online to see what kind of people they are, which sucks, by the way. I can't say that I've ever had that actually happen, but I know that can happen. It's one of the things that I warned my nephew about so strongly about being on social media while he was growing up, was that future scholarships, future jobs, things like that can depend on what you post.
I'm still here. I'm just going to turn off my camera real quick.
Okay. So Weirdo Right says, depends on the company. There are some that will check social media without your knowledge, and there are some that make it clear anything you post on social media won't affect the hiring process. Safe option is to set your settings to private. Very true. Keep Faith Baby got 294 words that time. Good job. Good job. So other than getting super distracted, I've, talked a lot about I have been struggling with this particular chapter and having a hard time getting it written, which seems weird because it's just a chapter, but it's the climactic chapter, and I've noticed that there are some plot holes that I previously forgot about in the back part of the story, and without those plot holes having been there and knowing what they are, I can't figure out where I'm going. So I had to stop and backtrack a little bit and almost kind of write that stuff in my head and brainstorm it out so that I could get to moving forward. So where I'm at is kind of that brainstorming it out.
Climaxes are tough. Climaxes are really tough. That's what I've been struggling with for weeks now with this book, because I've just been having to rewrite it, and they're tough.
Yeah, it's something it's I don't know, the whole rest of the book is easy, sort of, by comparison, using that term as loosely as possible there, and the whole thing, it's easy up till there, and then once you hit the climax, or right before the climax, is when you're in mud and you're just slogging through it, and I don't know.
Yeah, and I'm sorry. I did it for the distraction. I'm just responding to this one text from a client, and then I'm back 100%.
No, you're good. You're good. It's not a problem. So apparently Weirdo Rights just found a push pin the same color as their carpet, and not in the good way they expected. I expected to step on it. So, okay. So that's a good thing that you did not step on it. Because that would have really sucked if you had stepped on it. A tickle in my throat. All right. So Keep Faith Baby says, my mom does it all the time regarding social media stalking. She's planning not to hire a woman who is perfect for the position, but because of a weird comment on one of her photos, she wants to not hire her now. That really sucks. And Keep Faith Baby is also working on part 5 of their book now and writing about how their MC Sophie discovers her passion for music and her desire to play guitar.
Ooh, solid.
Yeah.
I'm happy that you didn't step on the push pin, by the way.
Yeah, I get my kinks, but that'd be a day ruiner for me. Yeah, I think that'd be a day ruiner for most people in general.
It just doesn't sound comfortable at all.
Yeah. First of all, you'd be a little lopsided because then you have this push. Depending on if I guess it's a flat one or like a non-flat one or a raised one, whatever that is. Okay. How about another sprint? Do we feel like another sprint?
I'm always down to do another sprint.
Okay. So we'll do a 20-minute sprint this time, and we have another Bob Ross timer. Actually, I think it's kind of the same Bob Ross timer or the same picture cycled, just in 20-minute format.
We're to write
Sprint!
sprint.
Sprint! Sprint! I'd love to sprint if this stupid thing would, like, not be slower than molasses. That comment was like molasses trying to get it out. All right.
That felt good. That was a nice yawn.
That looked like a nice yawn, honestly.
Thank
and then,
you.
like, all you needed was, like, the arms raised over your head part of it that went with it.
Nope, not going all out. Just now I'm trying not to. Okay.
It's like, damn it, now I have to do it.
Gonna do it off camera though. Not gonna give you the satisfaction.
I can see you. All right. So we're going to go for 20 minutes this time, and I guess we'll be starting from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sprint! Beep 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 beep. All right, how did everybody do on that sprint? How'd you do, RK? Right, you're still muted.
I had this long scene I wrote on the last sprint. Or not scene, just sort of like event. And I realized it makes more sense to happen later in the chapter because the fight scene hadn't happened yet, so I had to locate where I needed to put that in. And so I did that. I found the place where I needed to locate it, and I finished it.
Cool. Yeah, I've had to do that before where you're just like, okay, that obviously doesn't belong in that spot because it doesn't like mesh up with it later.
Yeah, not at all. But now I think I actually am done with the chapter, so that's nice.
Yay! Finished chapter. You're so lucky. I would like to have mine finished right now too. Like right now. But I didn't do very good that particular sprint. So I got 412 words, which is not bad, but you know, not what I was wanting to get.
It's not bad. I was just fixing some punctuation there. You're almost done. It looks like we had some pretty productive people in the chat.
Yeah, we did. So Jennifer managed to get something to eat. Heather popped in to say hi to both of us. Good to see you.
Oh, Heather, you're the best. Yes.
Eva. Heather fixed some food. Eva writes, it's the brown and gold stream.
I dig it. A lot of colors in my
I
life.
like it.
My podcast is the Gray and Gold podcast.
Yeah, yeah. Keep Faith Baby got 403 words, and Weirdo writes read 16 pages. That is pretty cool. That is pretty cool.
I've been downing so much water that I'm a little cold.
Yeah?
Yeah, does that ever happen to you when like you just down like a bunch of glasses of water at once and your body temperature just drops?
I don't think I've ever noticed it before, no.
I'm cold now.
Are you cool? Yeah, you're gonna have to get a blankie.
I might have to. Look at my heart.
Yeah, okay, yeah, whatever.
This is when BC walks into a room.
Whatever. Whatever.
Oh, just ignore the guy with his hands up his own shirt.
Get a blanket.
No, I'm solid now. I just
You're
have to
good.
shiver this one out.
You're good. I gotta work through it. I gotta power through it.
It's good. It's a workout. You know, you shivering flexes your muscles a lot.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I guess that is true.
Yeah, so I'm getting a workout. I'm solid. Ooh, babe, I'm pretty pumped. I hope I finished the chapter. I have to read through it one more time. That didn't make. Yeah, I was yawning there. That was gonna be tough for you. I'm pumped. I think I finished this chapter. I hope I did, so I can move on to the last 2 or 3.
Yeah, that would be really cool. I hope you do too. I hope it's all finished and you're like, okay, next one.
Heck yeah. Eva knows what I'm going through.
Okay, I guess. I don't never really noticed it before.
That's actually happened to me when well, first off, shout out Keep Faith for getting those 2287 words for the day. You're a rock star.
Holy crap, yes.
But that's when I first started smoking a bit, I used to like I get really thirsty when I smoke pot. And I just want to hydrate. So I just down water. Like, water just feels like the greatest thing in the world when you're stoned. But I would just drink so much of it, I would just get so cold.
Yeah, I can get cold like at the drop of a hat normally, so all right, so Should we do another one of those sprints?
Well, Heather has noticed that you get really cold when you drink a lot of water, and Eva completely understands my uncontrolled shivers. So, looks like I am not alone.
Apparently not. I'm the weirdo in this scenario, like in all things. So it's all good. It is all good.
Okay, but yeah, I'm down to do sprint whenever.
All right. Do we want to do another 20-minute sprint?
Was that 120?
Yeah, this last one was 20.
Heck yeah.
Okay. Let me see. Let me get it restarted. This is awesome. I just want to give a shout out to Keep Faith Baby for 17,000 on the nano goal and feel relieved.
Keep
I am
faith.
nowhere near that. Their nano goal is 30,000. So you're doing good. You're doing a heck of a lot better with that ratio than what my rate compared to mine. So yeah. All right. Get this up here for another 20-minute sprint. And we'll get started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sprint! baby to beep, baby to beep, baby to beep. All right.
Man, that human alarm is giving me flashbacks of like waking up to go to class.
Waking up to go to class.
Yeah, I have to go prepare for an English final right now. Take care, everyone.
Yeah, it's like, okay, yeah. So we had a whole bunch of people pop in during the sprint, but how did you do?
I finished the chapter, so I'm pretty pumped because looking now at what I have left, I have to,
So it
as
did
far as my readers are concerned, 6,760 words left of edits, and I'm done with this draft.
cool. Absolutely cool.
You?
So that's really, really exciting. I stared at my screen a little bit. I wrote 57 words.
Yes.
That was about it. So I mean, it's 57 words. I'm okay with it.
You should be.
What now? Do sprints have a snooze button?
Yes. Yes, they do. It's
Yes,
this.
yes, they do.
Boom.
Yes, they do. That's the snooze. That is snooze. So let's see here. Keep faith, baby. Got 217 words, not that many, but that's okay. Wrote a scene where Sophie learns her very first chords on the guitar all by herself. That's cool. That must be a good scene. Nice, fulfilling scene.
Yeah, but on the last sprint, you also said like how you're almost at 3,000 for the day. So I'm assuming you hit that threshold, and anything else that you're adding is just gravy.
True. True. Is this the same of the light orchestra?
Sorry, I'm just so pumped. I'm looking at what I have left. Just 23 pages left, and then I get to send it off one more time for help.
Yay! So do you have like a stable, or are you sending it off for editing help, or are you sending it off for like critique stuff?
I asked Montgomery if anyone here needs an editor. She's incredible. If she would just quickly look over because it's taken me forever to do them. So the numbers are going to be weird because I deleted a lot of chapters. So chapters 20, 22, 24, and 27. I just need another set of eyes to go over one more time to make sure they're okay, because those were the chapter. Oh, and 26, because those were the chapters that gave me the most shit. So I'm just going to send them off to her one more time to go through. So basically the final, oh shit, it is a lot now that I'm looking at it. It's the final 17,000 words of the book she's going to read over one more time. And then
Yeah.
once that's done, she'll send them back. I'll take the notes. That'll be the third draft of it, because I'm pretty confident with the first bit, and then I can finally send it off to, if I'm going the beta route, I'll send it off to some betas. If I'm not doing the beta route, I'll send it off to the last editor.
Okay. So do you sometimes, what would be your reasoning for not going the beta route?
What is it? I'm too tired to think of the reason why. I think that is the reason why, though. Like just burnout, or just like input saturation.
Okay.
Just because it's not like it hasn't had objective eyes looking at it. It's just I haven't done like beta readers yet.
So you've done like critique partners and stuff
I've
like
done like
that.
that, and like critiques and development edits. I just haven't done betas.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I mean, as long as you kind of have those, both of those in place, then it could take the place pretty easily of betas.
Yeah, that's sort of where I'm at.
Yeah. So let's see. Widow Rights went down epic orchestra rabbit hole and don't necessarily want to get out of it, and suggesting a place for Doll to get some Billie Eilish covers. Lauren popped back in, and waiter need a chocolate milk for their toddler. That's important. Chocolate milk sounds good right now, actually.
It really does.
Heather Dewey Patet. I checked some of my social media, including my Facebook, a bit of Twitter, building so many comments on my Facebook profile post this afternoon. That's awesome. That's good. You're getting attention. People are paying attention. So that's a good thing. So I think we don't really have that much left in the stream. So why don't we go ahead and do our outros? How's that sound?
I think that sounds awesome.
Then tell me more about you.
My name's RK Gold. I write books sometimes, and I react to a lot of music on my channel. In all seriousness, I write middle grade fantasy and science fiction, and I react to music, primarily hip hop, on my channel, where I break down lyrics and have a lot of fun with that.
And it's really cool. So it's really fun to watch and listen to them break it down, and like tell it from a storyteller's perspective, or look at it from a storyteller's perspective. So
cool. It's cool.
It's cool. It's so cool. Yeah, okay. And if you all don't know who I am, then I'm wondering what you're doing on my channel. But just in case, I am BC Brown, and this is my channel, BC Brown Books, where I host writing things and how-to videos about more writing things. And so often I'll do something different, like maybe talking about D&D or something coming up. You can find me at all of the social medias at the top of the screen. I write urban fantasy, paranormal mysteries, contemporary women's lit, just a little bit of everything to kind of like just get you going, get you reading, having a good time. And pretty much that is me in a nutshell. So
I love your genres, Heather. Yeah, sorry it's ending so soon, everyone. I'm about to faint and pass out at the same time.
Yeah, that's okay. That is okay. It's not really RK's reason for ending the stream early. It's just, it's almost the 2-hour mark, and we could fill it with another, six minutes worth of conversation. But we could also let me and RK go and take a nap and stuff.
Naps are so awesome.
Naps are so awesome.
All right, everyone, let us know what ASMR you're going to listen to as you take a nap, and we'll sign.
And we will talk to you all